Yo, what's good everybody, King here, and I am back with another Apex Legends video. In today's video, I am showing you guys the best settings you can use for FPS in Apex Legends. So first things first, you want to have full screen on. You can play on whatever resolution you want. I play on native. My last video was in stretch. I was testing it out, and I have some clips in stretch, so I might bring some more stretch res, but I'm probably gonna keep playing the native because it looks better for the viewer's sake, and also I don't want to get too used to stretch because I play a lot of different games at native resolution. So, but anyways, you want to have sprint, view, shake, minimal, your FOV, and your brightness. Your brightness you can stay the same. If you play on Olympus a lot, you might want to lower it down because it's very bright. Your FOV is preference. I usually play on 96. Anything above 90, I'd say you can use. Some people swear by 110 and some people like lower FOV. But it's your personal preference, to be honest. VSync, you want that disabled. Anti-aliasing, I usually keep it on TSAA because I don't like looking at jagged edges. So I keep that on TSAA. Texture streaming, I have it 2 gigabytes. The reason I have this is so I can look at the skins that I have. They look better. When I had it on the lower textures, it looked pretty bad, but it gave me a slight FPS boost. So if you guys want FPS, you can turn it all the way off, but I just keep it on very low. Texture filtering on bilinear, ambient occlusion off, and pretty much everything else you want it on off. Like literally everything else you want it on off for the best FPS settings. Also, I will show you some settings you can do in your game files if you guys want to do that. The first thing you guys want to do is go over to your C drive where you have Windows installed. You want to go to users. You want to go to your name. Mine is there, and you want to go to your saved games. Then you go to respawn, Apex, and then you go to local. Then you go to video config. You want to right click this and make sure that it is not on read only so you can edit the file. You want to open it. And you want to start from the top. First things first, the LOD switch. You can put this on 0.4 if you feel like it to make the textures a little bit less, so you can get a little bit more FPS, but that's personal preference. I keep it on 0.6 because I don't really care that much. The next thing I'd worry about is your resolution. If you want to play in stretch res, you can change the res right here. And then the last thing that I worry about is the CSM enabled coverage and cascade res. These three things right here. If you put these 3 things on 0, you will literally have no shadows in the game. And if you guys know a lot about games, shadows make you have FPS drops, and it brings down your FPS overall. Not having shadows enabled actually gives you a big FPS boost. So if you guys don't want to have shadows and want more FPS, then you can put these 3 to 0. These 3 right here. CSM, coverage, and cascade res. All these 3 settings. And you just backspace on it and click 0. Anything that's there in between the quotes. And then you want to save the file. Close it. Right click on it again and go to properties and then hit read only. You want to make sure read only is enabled after you're done editing the file so it doesn't change it on its own. Also, a quick note is when you go mess with any settings in the game, if you change any of these settings in game, mid game, like your resolution and literally any graphic settings, the game will reset the file. So you would have to restart the game in order to remove the shadows again. Because if you mess with any of the settings, it will literally bring back all the shadows. Right now you can see that I don't have any shadows. if I change, let's say I want to change the res to whatever this is. Okay, I changed the res. I'm gonna change it back to native really quickly. So you can see, since I changed the resolution, now there's shadows that are up here. You can see the shadows came back. So that's a quick tip. So make sure you don't mess with any settings after you're done fixing the settings in the game files as well. But that's only if you want to disable shadows. So anyways, that's going to conclude this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys get a pretty nice FPS boost. And I appreciate you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.